Hello. I'm going to talk a little bit about the global cultures major theme, which is one of the three major themes that you can choose in the Queen Mary BA Liberal Arts. And for illustration, we're going to look at student Y. You might be student Y, and you're interested in literature and want to expand your horizons to explore beyond English literatures and also study art, film, cultures from around the world, and as well as take modules in subjects that pertain to literature and to the political and social background to the issues portrayed. So, and also you are interested in language, and that's part of it. And as you can see in year one, your module set will look like this. So you'll have two 30 credit or double modules or classes, and you'll take a language. So that'll be over the entire year. And you'll take the liberal arts culture and language module, and that's over the whole year. And then you'll also have options from the different major themes. So from the global cultures major theme, you'll pick one, interactions, the societies and cities, and then choose from, well, any of them. You have another option, and then the discovery module, which is outside of maybe your comfort zone or your interest area or an area that you haven't had a chance to explore. So at the end of your year one, we'll support you to choose which major theme and minor theme area you want to pursue in subsequent years at Queen Mary. And we'll think about that in relation to what best suits you and include your ideas about your career objectives and what your personal strengths have been and kind of what you learned over the course of the year. So more specifically, as a global cultures major theme oriented person, you'll take, for example, a language, and you might choose French. And you'll take that compulsory module I mentioned, culture and language, that everybody takes, so you get to know everybody. And then of your 4 modules that you can choose from the global cultures area, you choose one about a world history one, conquest and culture and world history. From the interactions major theme, you choose cities and regions in transition. And these can be from, our other schools at Queen Mary, like geography and history and linguistics, etc. And then you choose post-colonial Francospheres because of your interest in things French and the French-speaking world. And then because you also have want to have a better idea of how history plays into this, you, for your discovery module, choose history and practice. So that's just an example set of what you can take. And this is another way of illustrating how your global cultures major theme setup might look. And for planning purposes, again, these are just kind of suggested, but you might choose to have a minor theme in languages and cultures, or you might choose to have a minor theme in societies and cities. And we're just setting this up so you have a sense of what that might look like. So with a language and cultures minor theme, in obviously in year 3, you'll be taking a year abroad and studying the language there. And some of the ideas or options to explore ideas in year 2 would involve continuing your language that you studied in your first year, doing the compulsory race and racism in European culture class, and the compulsory thinking, writing, and research across cultures. Your options in your major area and in your minor theme area can deal with, you have many options. And for example, colonial power and desire, narratives of descent in Portugal and Brazil, or colonial literature's post-colonial perspective, South African theater and performance, and something maybe from our School of Politics and International relations, so a module entitled International Politics of the Developing World. And so that's year 2. That kind of sets you up for your year abroad. And then in your final year with this language and cultures minor theme, as well as your global cultures major theme, you'll continue the language, do a research project, and then look at, choose different options in your major theme area, and also continue with, kind of a discovery module. So modules like gender and politics or comparative modernisms, China and India, sea power and empire, piracy, race and modernity. These are all topics that you can explore. Now, it's can be very similar if your minor theme is societies and cities, but it's similar in year 2. You take the compulsory thinking, writing, and research, across cultures module, the race and racism in European culture module, and then you take, from a set of modules that are interesting to you within the societies and cities theme area. So, and for example, a discovery module might be London and its museums. That might be of interest. And also in your final year, you'll have the 30 credit dissertation, and then you'll take 30 to 60 credits. So that's like 2 to 4 classes in your major theme area, and 1 to 3 classes or 15 to 45 credits in your minor area. For example, American politics, carceral state and social movements, or the public life of cities. And then you take a non-language, modern language and culture module, such as avant-garde theory in Europe. So that gives you kind of sense of, possible patterns that you could find yourself studying through. So thank you for listening, and I hope to see you at Queen Mary.